Happy Falcons Friday. This is Falcons Daily, and I'm CG. Good to see everybody once again, and also just want to go ahead and let you know if you want to give us a follow on social media, you can follow us at FanArchCo, FANARCHCO. It's up there in the top left corner. I'm at Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G, and the word sports. So you can give us a follow on our social media outlets over there. Looking at the Falcons injury report, not a whole lot is different, but a couple of players have popped up on the report, on Thursday's report, that is. So we're going to be looking to see the status of Kyle Pitts and also Mike Ford. Pitts with a toe ailment did not practice on Thursday. And as you can see, Mike Ford with his groin injury, he didn't practice either after logging full practice yesterday, not being on the report. But today, they are actually Pitts practicing in limited fashion with the toe. Ford did not practice. So in terms of the tight end position, that's the one that's a little bit more concerning because Charlie Warner did not practice again on Thursday. And with Pitts being limited, if for whatever reason neither guy could go, then you're down to Tegan Catoriano and Felipe Franks as your tight ends. You would most likely have to elevate Joshua Simon to the 53-man roster to fill out your tight end room. So definitely keeping an eye on that to see where things go. Good news from the report: Jack Nelson logged a full day of practice. So did Caden Ellis. And Darnell Mooney as well. After being limited on Wednesday, they logged a full day of practice on Thursday. So good news there for the Falcons. Outside of that, James Pierce, again, limited practice on Thursday after not practicing on Wednesday with the groin. So we're trending up. I mean, it's a little bit of a mixed bag, but I think we're still trending up, especially when it comes to players who were either limited or did not practice on Wednesday, getting back out on the field on Thursday. So good things there. A couple players who popped up for the Panthers. Defensive tackle Bobby Brown popped up on there with a DNP with a knee ailment, and Trayvon Mooring, their safety, was sick, did not practice. So we're still looking pretty good in terms of health, but just got to keep our eyes on the tight ends and see how that goes. Because if Kyle Pitts can't go, or if he's limited, again, don't be surprised if you see Joshua Simon get brought back up towards the 53-man roster. Looking at the Carolina Panthers, what do you think is some of their strengths and weaknesses when you look at this team? Instantly, you would look, when you first look at their offense. It doesn't, again, for me, it doesn't really scare me too much. Right now, when I look at Chuba Hubbard, that's the number one guy that I worry about on their offense. There's some unknowns when it comes to the Panthers. Of course, there's Tedoroa McMillan. He's one of the unknowns that you have for them. Right now, they are ranked currently offense. They are ranked 29th in points for, points against. Their defense 23rd. So yards 22nd on both offense and defense. So again, I wouldn't say even middle of the road. A little bit more of a mediocre team. Again, a couple of losses to the Jaguars and to the Arizona Cardinals. So the passing attack right now, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Nothing to sneeze at right there. They're getting about 3.7 yards a carry on rushes. So that's where things stand with them right now. So, again, and actually looks like they're averaging about 1.7 points per drive. Again, nothing really to sneeze at. So, but again, you don't want to fall into the trap of not taking teams like this seriously, especially because this is going to be their home opener, and they're going to, want to bring the juice. Their fans will be out for this one. But again, their weaknesses, I think, really, I feel like the Falcons can run the football on these guys, just like they did on Minnesota. I think they do have there is opportunity for that. They did a good job against the run. Actually, they did not do it. Yeah, they did a decent job against the run compared to what they did in week one. They gave up 82 rushing yards against the Cardinals. The first week, they gave up 200 rushing yards to Jacksonville. So, again, that's 282 yards. I mean, we're talking about an average of 140 a game. So, again, that's why I feel like the Falcons can really get them in that rushing attack. Passing attack is where it seems like they're a little bit stronger. 178 yards given up to Jacksonville, 211 to Arizona. If we can run the football, no need to air it out. But I know the Falcons want to get that pass attack going. But, whatever works. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Run the football. So I think that's where we really can get them right now is in the rushing attack. I think some of their strengths really would be Bryce Young trying to run with the football in space. So got to keep tabs on him. Don't let him escape the pocket. And don't don't lose him up the middle because he is a smaller player. So, we may have to QB spy somebody like him a majority of the game just to keep him honest and try to make him beat you with his arm. I don't think they really even have the offensive line to be able to do that. But again, one thing I know for certain, just looking at those rushing attack numbers, 282 yards in 2 games. Falcons just run the football. And I think we'll like what we see. Michael Penix has been ranked 19th in the NFL.com QB power rankings, and those were released just earlier on Thursday. And Nick Shook from NFL.com releases those. So if you're curious to see who's in front of him, we'll start with number 1, Josh Allen, 2, Mahomes, 3, Lamar Jackson, 4, Justin Herbert. No questions there about if they're better than Penix right now. Number 5, Baker Mayfield. That's a surprising one that he's 5th, but he has been playing pretty decently. I mean, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. His completion percentage is lower than Penix's, but he's also led his team on 2 comeback victories. So I think that's part of where his ranking comes to is because of his prowess in those late game moments. So next tier, Matthew Stafford 6, Jalen Hurts 7, Dak Prescott 8, Jordan Love 9, and Jared Goff 10. No problems there either. When it comes to that, between all those quarterbacks, again, all their completion percentages are definitely higher right now than Penix. And we go to the next tier here, Jaden Daniels, 11. I would love to know where that comes from because his passing yards are just around the same as Penix's, and Mike has a higher completion percentage. So I'm not sure about that one. Russell Wilson, okay. I would put Russ in front of Jaden Daniels. I'd put Daniel Jones in front of both of them. Sam Darnold is 14. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Again, not a big fan of his ranking right there. Bo Nix, 15th. Then you got the next tier here. 16 is Aaron Rodgers, 17 Kyler Murray, 18 Geno Smith, and then Penix. So Penix right now, if you wanted to know where he sits, 63.5% completions, 433 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 1 rushing touchdown, lost a fumble. But in front of him, you got Geno Smith, who has a lower completion percentage, has thrown 4 interceptions on the season. So I would definitely put Penix above Geno when it comes to that. Kyler Murray above him. I don't know. I mean, you could argue your case for both. I mean, Murray's got a higher completion percentage, more rushing yards, but he's and their yards per attempt are right around the exact same thing. Aaron Rodgers, same completion percentage, similar passing yards, more turnovers though. So, I think some of it is maybe just gonna say it national bias or just familiarity bias with some of it. Teams who are winning seem to have put their quarterbacks are looked a little bit higher on the chart. But I would definitely put in front. I mean, if I was gonna do anything with this right now, I would put Penix in front of Geno Smith. I don't really have a problem with Kyler Murray being in front of him or Aaron Rodgers, man, close. But absolutely, Jaden Daniels is not right now. I mean, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, pretty good so far. But again, a lower completion percentage than than Penix and lower than a lot of the guys in here. He doesn't even have 50%, 60% completions yet. So again, it's one person's opinion, and the reasoning for the ranking coming from Nick Shook. Here's what he had to say. So Shook says about Michael Penix. Michael Penix Jr. hasn't put up big totals in the passing game, but he has done the little things to push his team forward. More importantly, he seems to have a great grasp of the responsibilities of a starting quarterback in the NFL. That's his, his. Here's why I put him 19th quote. But again, I'd still put a couple of guys. I'd shuffle the list around a little bit and make Penix a little bit higher or bring guys down a little bit lower. Just my humble opinion. But so far, so good for Mike Penix. Yeah, we'd like to see the pass game get up and get moving. Sure, I guess. But honestly, as long as the Falcons win, I really don't care, to be honest with you, if we pass the ball for 100 yards or 400 yards. We run for 50 yards or 300 yards. Just win. As Al Davis would say, just win, baby. That's all we want to see. All right, looking at the comments, everybody, we had an interesting question yesterday about Saquon Barkley and Bijan Robinson. Just had a few comments. Thanks for everybody watching. About 2,000 folks watched yesterday's episode. Let's see here. Dwayne Hood Jr., they're the same, no comparison. Stats-wise, pretty close with Bijan and Barkley. And if you forgot about those stats, we'll put it up for you real quick again. This is what we talked about yesterday. Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley. Again, the stat. Barkley right now 61 total yards more than Bijan Robinson in 4 less games. And also had 3 more touchdowns than he did. Again, a bigger workload for Barkley than Robinson, also because he has had a good amount of time split with Tyler Algier as well. But after that, let's see here. Another comment. Can't see this name here. ARMTJs, JAYS. Until Bijan starts breaking 50-plus yard runs on a regular like Barkley is better right now. So he's put in value on explosives. Or just the big home run plays. If you remember, Bijan did have the 50-yarder in week 1 against the Bucs. And that's something that Bijan himself said in the offseason he would like to add more of. He wants to be more explosive in the run game and take longer runs to the nest. I would love that too. November Scorpio 11-19. I'm going with Bijan, no doubt. Rise up. I hate the Eagles. Well, there you go. There's your perspective and analysis on that one. But again, thanks everybody for chiming in and let me know what you think about yesterday's discussion about Saquon Saquon against Bijan. And we'll continue with more Falcons Daily over the weekend. Again, I plan on being at Bank of America Stadium on Saturday or Sunday. So if you see me out there, let's take a selfie, post it, whatever. And, let me know that you watch Falcons Daily. It'd be really cool to run into some of y'all out there in the Queen City of Charlotte. But we'll be back again this weekend with more and let you know our Falcons keys to victory as well. So until then, we will see you this weekend with more Falcons Daily.